Ryan Garcia gets a big W in his return debut against Oscar Duarte, who was no slouch. Coming off a loss against Tank, we didn't know what to expect from Ryan Garcia. We thought, he's never going to be the same fighter. We thought he's not going to ever get a really solid win. But hey, he got tossed in there with a big shark. I don't care what you guys say. Oscar Duarte is a big threat. He was a big competitor and a credible opponent, in my opinion. I think in a lot of ways, Ryan Garcia had a good stylistic matchup for Oscar Duarte because I told you guys he was going to counter this guy given the opportunity. But I also said Oscar Duarte is going to be in front of Ryan Garcia, and he was for most of the fight. And in a lot of ways, I thought Ryan Garcia was in trouble in many moments during the fight. But I think that what separates him is inevitably, the power. He does have skill, but I don't think he's up there with the top 5 at 140. A lot of people made a big deal about the weight because Ryan Garcia came in at 143, and it was a catch weight. It wasn't a negotiated fight for 140. It was a catch weight fight, meaning that it's not a title fight. It's not a title eliminator, so they're not gonna have to strictly be at 140. That's just how the sport works. If people are really complaining about that, then you don't know about boxing, because they do this a lot actually. Especially with non-title eliminators, or if it's not a championship fight. So first of all, let's get that out of the way. But in terms of Ryan Garcia's actual performance, I'm not gonna lie, I was underwhelmed with what I saw from Ryan Garcia, only because I had high hopes just seeing Derek James in there. But it seems like a lot of the habits have stayed the same with Ryan Garcia. He doesn't look like a completely changed fighter. The fundamentals are still a little bit, lacking in terms of when you compare him to other guys. You look at Ryan Garcia's feet. He steps over his own feet sometimes. He trips over his own feet. And maybe there was an ankle injury. He was moving a little bit weird to me, in my opinion. He was definitely on the back foot more. I just think that Ryan Garcia, I'm not saying he got lucky. I'm just saying it's good that Duarte came in there careless in that moment, and Ryan Garcia was able to catch him with that check hook, and then land all those bombs on him. Because I think if that moment didn't happen in the fight, then it would have been trouble for Ryan Garcia. I think Ryan still gets hit too much for my liking, and he still got the job done. It doesn't matter when Ryan Garcia still goes in there and stops him. I'm just saying, comparing him to the potential opponents that he could be facing at 140. You think about guys like Teofimo Lopez, you think about guys like Devin Haney. If Duarte can land accurate shots, clean shots, what do you think those guys who are snipers are going to do? Guys like Regis, guys like Josh Taylor. That's why I think Rolly Romero is a good fight. I'm glad that Ryan Garcia called out Rolly, because I think out of all the guys at 140, Rolly Romero is the most realistic win for Ryan Garcia, I think. And still, even at that point, I'm not 100% sure Ryan Garcia beats Rolly. I'd favor him, but in my opinion, that's like a 55-45 split fight for Ryan Garcia and Rolly, because Ryan's good. Ryan's good. It's just when it comes to that elite level, I don't think he's there. And a lot of you guys are going to say, who are you to say anything? It's just facts. When you're watching the sport, you can tell there's a difference in the level of skill between guys like Devin, between guys like Teofimo Lopez, Regis Prograis. Those guys know how to box. They really know how to box. They know how to protect themselves. Specifically guys like Devin, guys like Shakur, even though Shakur's at 35 right now, he and Ryan Garcia have been going back continuously. But I just think Ryan Garcia, he's so good for boxing in the fact that people come to see him. He puts butts in seats. I'm not saying that arena was sold out, that every seat was filled, but people come to see Ryan Garcia. People turn the TV on. They turn on the streaming platform. They were on DAZN because of Ryan Garcia, and he knows how to put on a show. He's flashy. He's entertaining. When he wins, his celebrations are exciting to watch. It's cool to see him win. He has a lot of haters as well, which also accounts for why he's become so popular. I think him and Rolly is the fight to make from a promotional and business standpoint, because they're going to talk a lot during the press conference. It's going to build up the fight a lot, and realistically, it's a winnable fight for Ryan Garcia. I don't know if he beats Rolly for sure, but I favor him, and I think he's going to make a lot of money against Rolly regardless of the outcome. So, and that's the most winnable fight. I think he he could fight guys like Devin. I'm not sure. It would be a really interesting fight. Ryan definitely has that puncher's chance, but I think Devin might be a little bit too slick, a little bit too defensively sound. But a guy like Shakur, him and Ryan would be a really boring fight. I think Shakur would be very defensive on the back foot, maybe pick Ryan apart, but Ryan would be the aggressor for sure, and Shakur would, stick and move. And I just think there'd be a lot of like hugging. There'd be a lot of just, movement, which I'm not saying that's part of the sport as well. I just think from a fan's perspective, I don't think it would just be the most exciting fight. But Ryan Garcia had a decent performance. I'm not trying to be a hater, but just because you get the stoppage win doesn't mean it was your best performance ever. I think it was a good get-back fight. It was a difficult opponent. He beat a credible opponent, but it wasn't really pretty. He wasn't really dominating. He wasn't clean. He got hit a lot, but still got the job done, and I was happy for Ryan. It was cool to see him get back in the ring after that loss to Tank and come back. Ultimately, he said that he wants that Tank fight, but he's all about building it up right now, building up that record. He's going to go get T.O. after. He's going to go get Devin Haney, and then ultimately try to get that Tank rematch, but it starts with Rolly Romero, and I think that's a great fight. I picked Ryan to beat Rolly, but that's still a very close fight for me. That's a toss-up. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about Ryan Garcia and his most recent performance, his comeback fight against Oscar Duarte. Got the stoppage win. Pretty impressive left hook, but does that put him up there with the top dogs? I don't think so just yet, but who knows? He could prove us all wrong in his next outing. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
That's going to do it for another NASFight Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.